I'm Director of Culinary Innovation, Chef Greg Muller. I'm a World Chef certified master chef with over 18 years experience. If you name it, I can cook it. So let's get cooking.
Hey there, RecTech family, Chef Greg with you. I'm cooking with Matt Lane, and we are doing romantic date night desserts. We're gonna cook some creme brulee on the 680.
Apparently it's a really hard thing to do.
You know what, it couldn't be any simpler, and I'm gonna show you how to do it.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
I was hard.
You know, there's a couple steps, make sure you do it right, but we're gonna be cooking them in little mason jars. Again, it's great for portioning, and when you're cooking a romantic dinner, you really want it to look good. So these mason jars are gonna really make our creme brulee look pretty sexy. We're also using fresh vanilla beans, so you can pick these up at the store. They are a little expensive. You can take the cheat and use vanilla extract, but definitely get the pure stuff. But if you're using a vanilla bean, easiest way to extract that bean out of the pod is just split that bean in half, okay? And then take the back of your knife and kind of scrape it out. And that's where all the flavor is. All that stuff right there,
That's it.
that's it, that's what you want. So we'll go ahead and scrape the other side.
It's not really a bean. I mean, it is, but...
I mean, those are
get it out,
really,
yeah.
really small pieces of vanilla, and they are a little expensive. I mean, at the store, I think the 2 pods were like $10. So a little pricey, but again,
She's worth it.
she's worth it. Again, don't skimp heavy cream. This is a quart of heavy cream. Buy the real stuff. If you can find a dairy near you that has the real, like pure 40% milk fat, I mean, look how thick and delicious that is. So we're gonna go ahead and get this warming on our 680. We've got the grill set at 325 degrees. We're gonna get this warmed up. We really don't want this to get hotter than about 150 degrees or so. Okay. So about 10 minutes or so, that cream will warm up. It'll really steep that vanilla flavor into that cream and make it just taste that much better. So you'll go ahead and get that on the grill for us?
Very good.
All right, so while the cream's warming up, our next step in here, I have 10 egg yolks and about 3/4 of a cup of just regular granulated sugar. What we wanna do is grab the whisk, and we wanna really incorporate some air into this mixture, and it's gonna turn from like a yellow color to like a light lemony. So go ahead and give it a good stir for a couple minutes, you know, take the lead. If I keep doing all the cooking, people won't believe me that the grill does all the hard work, so, you know. But again, you wanna give it a mix, about 3 to 5 minutes or so. You'll see that color change from like a bright yellow, and it'll kind of get like a little more of a creamy lemony color. And again, you can't mess it up. No, keep stirring.
Keep going?
Keep going.
You think cooking for date night is a little intimidating for a lot of folks? That's why they kind of like not to do it?
You know, I think you gotta cook what you know and start simple and kind of work your way up and, you know, ask questions. At the end of the day, it's gonna be good food, cooking for a loved one, so she can't hate you that much, right?
That's right.
All right, so our cream is good and hot, and what we don't wanna do is dump that all in there, because we'll end up with like sweet scrambled eggs. It's not good for creme brulee.
Right.
Okay, so again, what you wanna do is temper that cream into the eggs. So if you wanna give that a nice, easy stir,
Okay.
I won't burn you, I promise.
It's okay.
Add a little bit of the cream in there. Slowly warm up the temperature of that egg mixture. The heat from the cream will dissolve that sugar. And once you get about halfway incorporated, you can be a little more aggressive when you add your milk in. And you want to kind of stir a little on the slower side because we don't want to get air bubbles into the mixture. Looking good. No, keep going. There's a little bit of, and if you find that it gets too hot, you can strain that. That way there's no, you know, cooked eggs on the side. That looks great. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and add it to our dishes. So what we wanna do is we wanna fill these almost to the top, and we're looking at your jar, you can see where it kind of screws in. We'll go to just above that bottom lip, okay? You can see how nice and smooth that mixture is. Date night delicious. I think that's gonna be a new hashtag.
It's gonna be ours for sure.
There we go, absolutely. And to make sure they cook even, you make sure you fill them all the same way. We've got a water pan heating up on the 680 at 325. We'll go ahead and get these added, and we'll cook them for about 40-45 minutes, and we'll give them a jiggle, and once they're set, we're good to go. So let's go ahead and put them on the grill. All right, so our creme brulee is cooked for about 45 minutes. We gave them a little jiggle. They were set great. You really want to put them in the fridge for about 2 to 6 hours. You can do it the day ahead. You really want it to be good and cold. So to make creme brulee a creme brulee, you have to brulee it. So it involves a couple things. One, a blowtorch. You can also use the broiler on your oven, but who doesn't want to play with a blowtorch? And then a little bit of sugar. So what you want to do is just take about a teaspoon of sugar or so, put it on the top, kind of give it a mix around, and kind of knock off the excess. You want it to be enough that it covers the top, but you're not too thick. So maybe about a half a teaspoon or so on the top. You can also use like a turbinado sugar. I think the white granulated sugar just is fine. And we're gonna go ahead and hit it with the torch. And you really want to brulee and caramelize that sugar.
About how long do you usually spend on each one?
Until it's kind of uniform and golden brown. You know, maybe 10-15 seconds. And you want to do this right before you eat them. So after you've had your nice big piece of, filet mignon or lobster. All right, so let's go ahead and try. So
you sure?
Absolutely.
Now, what I was told is you hit it.
You got to break the sugar. Absolutely. Kind of crack it, and then you can look, that custard's nice and set, but it's not too firm. Sometimes the simple things in life are the most delicious.
That's delicious.
Pick up some little mason jars, try making some creme brulee. Couldn't be any easier. Impress your loved one on your next date night.